Okay students, today we are going to verify the superposition theorem. Now superposition theorem states that in a linear bilinear network containing n sources, each branch current is the algebraic sum of the n currents for which is determined by considering one source at a time and removing all the source. So the total current in any part of branch of linear electrical circuit to the algebraic sum of the current flowing by each voltage or current source connected in a circuit. Now today we want to verify this superposition theorem. So this is the circuit diagram here. Now in this circuit diagram you can able to see that we require two sources V1 and V2. So the V1 positive terminal will connect it to R1. From R1 it will goes to the milliammeter, and from milliammeter it goes to the resistant 2, and then it is connected to the negative terminal of the source. One wire here to connect from the resistant or the milliammeter positive ones to R3, that will goes to the source of positive. Negative terminal again is connected to the common one. So let's try to find out the values here and verify the superposition theorem. So we have here the milliammeter, we have a resistant multimeter and the resistant box. Now resistant box we have three resistants. So we want to verify whether how much is the resistance 221, 462 and 975 ohms. So with the help of this multimeter you can connect to the, for finding the resistance, red wire should be in volt comma ohms, the common black wire in the common one, and fix the ohms as 2 kilo ohms. Then we will find out first the resistance R1. So R1 you are getting 221 ohms. Similarly we will find R2. You are getting around 462, and R3 you are getting around 975 ohms. So in this way we will note down R1, R2, R3, and we are going to connect the circuit as per the diagram here, circuit diagram. So I have to take this multimeter now will work as a here ammeter. So I connected this red wire to milliammeter and the black wire in the common, and I have to take this current source around 20 milliampere. Okay. So I will connect the circuit. Now two sources are this, one source is this one, the other source is this one. Okay. So I will connect the circuit for this. First of all, as I told you, the positive of the source should goes to the R1. So here we will come to know this is R1. Okay. Now from R1 it will goes to the milliammeter positive one. So this is the milliammeter. I will connect the milliammeter positive ones to the part of the resistor R1, and the negative terminal of the ammeter will goes to R2. So R2 is this one. From R2 it should goes to the negative terminal of the source. So this is the negative terminal of the source. I have to connect. The first part I have completed here. Now I have to connect this one. Now I have to connect the third resistant as well as this source. So from the, either you can take from the positive of the milliammeter towards the R3. So R3 is this part, from R3. So I connected to this R3. From R3 I'll connect the red wire so that you have an idea. So the from R1 to R3 I have to connect. Okay, from R3 it will goes to the positive of this source. So from R3 I will connect to the source, second source. This is the source, and the negative terminal of this source will be connected to the negative terminal of the other source, V1. Okay, so this complete your circuit diagram. So we will start taking the readings here. After connection we have to look to the milliammeter here, the value here. I will first connect the circuit here. Okay, I will switch on. Now I want the value V1 as 9 volt. So you can adjust this V1 at 9 volt, V2 at 12 volt with the help of the voltage adjustment knobs are here. So you can adjust that. So this is the 9 volt for V1 and V2 is 12 volt. So the first reading we have to take here. Now your ammeter is showing you the reading here 12.222. Okay, so the ammeter reading, the current flowing through the R2 is 11.22. So here I will note down here in the observation table. The first one, V1 was 9 volt, V2 is 12 volt, and the current flowing through the circuit is the 15.22. Okay, so the first reading we have taken. Now for second reading, if you see the diagram here, the second, when the source, we have to disconnect the V2. So V2 you have to remove here. So V2, if you want to remove that, you will switch off the circuit and just connect the negative this terminal of the R3 to the negative terminal of the source V1. Okay, so for that I will switch off this power supply. Now I have to remove this circuit here. V2 is not required, so I will connect in this way and keep it aside without touching any objects here. Okay, so I will keep it as so. Now V2 is removed. Now switch on the power supply. Now even though it says 12 volt, but the wire is not connected, so that part, and the voltage here, again we require a voltage of around 9 volt. So I have to adjust this part of 9 volt. Fine adjustment you can do with this part. Okay, after getting this 9 volt V1, V2 is disconnected, we have removed V2, and the current flowing through R2 is 11.67. 11.67. It is coming back to 11.67. So we'll note down here. In the second part, V2 is 0 here. So V2 is 0 volt, and V1 is 9 volt we have taken. The current flowing through the R2 is 11.67. Okay, so we have taken the reading. Now the third part, the third reading, when V2 is acting, that means V1 is 0. We have to keep V1 is 0 volt. What will be V2 and what will be the current flowing through this? So let's connect that part. Switch off the power supply first of all. Now here I have to again V2 I have to connect again back, so I will connect V2 as per the previous one. V1 I have to keep it at 0, so I will take it out and attach all the wires of those positive and negative terminal. Okay, and I'll switch on now the power supply. Now here you can see that V is 0, V1 we are disconnected also, V2 is 12 volt, and the voltmeter or the current flowing through this is around 8.57. We'll consider 8.57 the value here. So here the current flowing in the third reading part, we have to 0 volt V1, V2 is 12 volt, and the current flowing through this circuit is 8.54. Okay, so right now we get 8.54 the current flowing. So in this way we have taken all the readings here, and the calculation you can do it as per the calculation shown here. You can calculate and verify with the theoretical value. So in this way we have completed this superposition theorem. The calculation part you have to find out with the help of the formula. Thank you.